I'm pleased that you began by placing the conversation in the context of the crisis of political liberalism. But I think that even when we begin there, we have a number of different kinds of conversations. I think right now we're prosecuting two wars in the name of a certain kind of political liberalism in Afghanistan and Iraq. But the ways in which you began your conversation to go to Locke, I think that one of the things that we haven't been able to talk about well, at least philosophically and ethically when it comes to this problem, is that these kind of tenets of political liberalism, of liberal democracy that are so vaunted in the West and in North America are constructed at the same time that there's a profound sense of unfreedom in the world. So Locke writes in 1859, at the same time that there's still slavery in the US, about 30 years after British slavery comes to an end, in the context of slavery still in Brazil, and so on, in the context of the blockade that the Western European powers in the US extend to Haiti after their revolution of 1804. And so part of the ethical problem that we're dealing with when we deal with these questions, especially in relationship to contemporary migrations, is in particular that history of European expansion and exploitation, and the already beginning degradation of the planet with industrialization. And so it seems to me that part of the conversation that we need to be having is one that upends the kind of philosophical assumption that what has been produced out of the West in the last 350 years has been the right way, has been necessarily progressive, to use that word in quotation marks, and so on and so forth. So I'm pleased that you began there, but I feel as though we need to push it even further and much more deeply in terms of the kind of philosophical stakes that are on the table if we're going to ever really begin to address this problem in as comprehensive a manner as I think we need to now.